Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à la VIICTIIMINUTE du 28 octobre 2020. J'ai pas ma chaise parce qu'elle est installée là-bas parce que j'ai édité une vidéo puis ça me tente pas de la déplacer. Fait que that's why I'm like this for now. Aujourd'hui, gros stream, man. On a eu une grosse VIICTIIMINUTE. On a parlé de Cyberpunk pendant genre 40 minutes. Le jeu a été delayed hier. Fait qu'on prend le temps de tout dissect the information, conspiracies par rapport aux devs qui étaient pas informés. Puis tout le weird management qui se passe chez CD Projekt Red en cette weird année qui est 2020. Également, Nintendo ont droppé un Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, excusez. I was about to fucking invent some stuff. Fait que un Nintendo Direct, pas sur des first parties, mais ils ont droppé une démo de Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. N'essayez pas cette démo-là, elle run à genre 15 FPS. J'ai jamais été autant déçu pour un jeu de Zelda de toute ma sainte vie. Puis yeah, on couvre également le live stream de AMD, où est-ce qu'ils reveal officiellement le Big Navi, leur nouvelle carte graphique. Puis yeah, c'est une longue VIICTIIMINUTE, man. J'ai mal aux jambes, fait que I'm gonna roll the intro and see you then, or see you another time, whatever. Peace. Actualité. The ball is in Sony's court. Just fucking announce the stuff, please. Critique. En tout cas, the user score sur Metacritic est à 2.6. Rumeur. I don't know. I'm just sharing this on the internet. Discussion. C'est pas n'importe quel jeu là, c'est fucking Halo, ok? Réaction. Nintendo, what the fuck are you doing? La VIICTIIMINUTE. Avec Victim. En manchette pour la VIICTIIMINUTE du 28 octobre 2020. Cyberpunk 2077. Delayed! Oh my god! What is happening? Is the world ending? Video game industry. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Bien, mesdames et messieurs, hier, à 12h35, plus précisément, Cyberpunk ont tweet out our wall of text. Hein? Encore delayed? What? Surprenamment. Honnêtement, quand j'ai vu ça hier, quand j'ai vu ce post-là, j'ai fait ah, c'est une joke. Genre, they're obviously memeing parce que, tu sais, il disait comme quoi que le jeu serait pas delayed, yada yada. But fuck! Malgré le fait que le jeu a atteint le Gold Certification, delayed. C'est pas un gros delay, c'est 21 jours, mais quand même. When was the last time, je pense que c'est la première fois même, qu'un jeu AAA qui est certifié Gold est delayed? Correct me if I'm wrong. Pour vrai, ça a tout brisé le Gold meaning. Exactement. Genre maintenant, là, tu sais, les devs sont full fiers de tweet out oh, our game has gone gold. Ou ils vont même aller de l'avant puis poster une photo d'eux avec toute la team, avec le CD, genre le premier CD qui a été printé. But now it doesn't mean shit, parce que même si le jeu est gold, it could get delayed. Fait ils ont tweet out, we have important news to share with you, avec the following. Hey everyone, today we've decided to move the release date of Cyberpunk 2077 by 21 days. The new release date is December 10th. Most likely, there are many emotions and questions in your head, so first and foremost, please accept our humble apologies. No, CD Projekt Red! No! I will not accept your apology. Give me the game. The biggest challenge for us right now is shipping the game on current gen, next gen, and PC at the same time, which requires us to prepare and test 9 versions of it. Xbox One, Xbox One X, compatibility on Xbox Series S and X, PS4, PS4 Pro, compatibility on PS5, PC, Stadia, while working from home. Since Cyberpunk 2077 evolved towards almost being a next-gen title somewhere along the way, we need to make sure everything works well and every decision runs smoothly. We're aware it might seem unrealistic when someone says that 21 days can't make any difference in such a massive and complex game, but they really do. Some of you might also be wondering what these words mean in light of us saying we've achieved Gold Master some time ago. Passing certification or going gold means the game is ready, can be completed, and has all the content in it, but it doesn't mean we stop working on it and raise the quality bar. On the contrary, this is the time where many improvements are being made, which will then be distributed via a day 0 patch. This is the time period we undercalculated. We feel we have an amazing game on our hands and are willing to make every decision, even the hardest ones, if it ultimately leads to you getting a video game you'll fall in love with. Yours, Adam Badowski and Marcin Wizinski. Moi j'ai une chose à dire, c'est juste un fucking jeu vidéo. Yeah. Gold lost its meaning, comme Eo a dit, ça me donne plus de temps à trouver un 3080. I like unbroken video games. On a beaucoup de jeux en novembre. Le crunch felt weird. Mais there is something going on at CD Projekt Red. Parce que comment tout ça, tout le behind the scenes de ce jeu-là, je pense qu'il pourrait faire un film. Parce que le behind the scenes de ce jeu-là a l'air tellement fucky, puis bizarre, puis unpredictable, puis tu sais, je doute fort bien que 2020, COVID, all that, a dû tellement chambouler les plans de CD Projekt Red at the end of the day. Mais comme, si boire. D'habitude, on s'entend tamponne, ils veulent tout mettre dans la même boîte Amazon pour sortir de la Poland one shot. Un délai va leur faire moins mal qu'un broken game. C'est quoi le quote de Miyamoto déjà? C'est a bad game is forever bad, but a delayed game is eventually good. Something like that. Fait que tu sais, oui. Wahoo! C'est pas Charles Martinet, ça? C'est pas le quote de Charles? Yeah, non, c'est ça, tu sais. Sur le coup, un délai, ça fait toujours mal. Je pense à The Last of Us, qui était mon jeu le plus anticipé de 2020. Puis, tu sais, what we got at the end was an excellent game. Rien à dire par rapport à The Last of Us, c'est mon game of the year jusqu'à présent. Tu sais, le monde s'en remet, veut pas. Merci pour le follow, Alex. Le monde s'en remet, veut pas. Mais c'est sûr que c'est shitty. Mais comme de là à fucking lose your mind and all that, tu sais, je comprends qu'il y a du monde, tu sais, je pense à Madame Zoom, je pense à Méo également, que eux, quand j'ai envoyé la nouvelle, ils étaient comme fuck, mes vacances, il va falloir que je reschedule le tout. Tu sais, at the end of the day, ça reste un jeu vidéo. Le monde qui se vont de l'avant pis qui commence à menacer les développeurs, là. Moi, je me mets juste à la fucking position des développeurs, là. On va en parler de ça plus tard, là. Mais comme, ciboire. Développeurs, là, ça doit être rough pour eux, là. Ça, avec Tim and Chat, rendu là, j'aime mieux attendre pour la sortie d'un jeu incroyable que d'avoir un bon jeu avec des Bethesda level bugs. Yeah, exactement. Tu sais, comme, je vais prendre un parfait exemple. Metroid Prime 4. C'était potentiellement un shitty ass broken game. V'là 2 ans. Ou c'était l'année passée. Je pense que c'était v'là 2 ans quand ils ont annoncé qu'ils le restartaient from scratch. Et yeah, I'll take a good game. I'll take an excellent game avant un shitty game any day of the fucking week. Puis encore une fois, comme vous l'avez point out dans le chat, November, on a les next-gen consoles. On a des jeux comme Assassin's Creed, Miles Morales, Demon's Souls, Sackboy Bing Bong, fucking what else? Il me semble Call of Duty également. On a Watch Dogs cette semaine. Tu sais, il y a plein de gros jeux qui sortent dans cette période-là. Fait qu'un délai pour Cyberpunk, je ne pense pas que ça va leur... NHL 2021. Wouh! Il est pas déjà sorti, celle-là? C'est ça, c'est pas les AAA qui manquent là, pour cette période-là. Mais c'est quoi qui sort le 10 novembre, donc? C'est pas Immortals Phoenix... C'est-tu Immortal Phoenix Rising qui sort le 10? Je pense qu'il sort le 3. Drette ça, Tunable, merci. C'est The Medium qui sort le 10 décembre. 10 décembre. Fait que, well, rip. Rip The Medium. That game's not gonna sell. Whoopsie. Je pense que Tunable est là. J'aurais cherché pendant un bout. Mais c'est ça. Fait qu'on a Immortals Phoenix Rising le 3. Puis t'as The Medium le 10. Ça ressemble à du bad project management par contre. Ils ont annoncé qu'ils étaient gold alors que le jeu était encore bugged. En supposant que les devs allaient crunch et réussir à tout arranger avant le release pour le day one patch. Mais, ok. Je me mets à la place d'un dev. Obviously, là, les développeurs, tu sais, le jeu est gold, mais il allait pas comme arrêter de travailler, là. Je pense que justement, il allait comme travailler encore plus pour assurer comme le day one patch ou le week one patch pour comme être sûr que le jeu run bien puis qu'il n'y ait aucun problème. Sauf que là, il got pushed back again. let's read some articles. Ça c'est paru ce matin. Nebel a partagé un article disant comme quoi que Adam Kaczynski, le CEO de CD Projekt Red, a mentionné comme quoi que le fait que le jeu est delayed, c'est à cause des current gen versions du jeu. Le jeu est pratiquement fini sur PC, mais c'est vraiment les current gen versions du jeu qui causent problème. Breaking news, Nintendo, oh god, what is this? Fuck! Nous interrompons cette diffusion pour une présentation spéciale. Ok, mais c'est un partner showcase. I got baited. I got baited hard. Ok, on va revenir après qu'on ait parlé de Cyberpunk. Jesus Christ. It's Nintendo! Je pensais que c'était Zelda. Fait que c'est ça. Fait que current gen systems problématiques pour Cyberpunk. Je sais pas si c'est en polonais. Ok, non. Market Insider. Jesus Christ, c'était slow ça. Following are highlights from video game developer CD Projekt's conference call held after the company announced another delay of the premiere of its much-awaited Cyberpunk 2077 release to December 10th. The teleconference was hosted by CEO Adam Kaczynski, board member and CFO Piotr Nielubowicz. I think I got that right. And board member SVP Business Development Mikhail Nowankowski. New release date. We are firm, CEO Kaczynski said, I guess. Realizing on November 19th it's possible and was possible, but having these 3 more weeks gives us a chance to fix this and that. The decision was not easy, but we know there is just one release and the first impression is crucial. Ce qui est totalement vrai. Parce que si le jeu sort broken, ben le monde va se rappeler comme quoi que Cyberpunk c'était un overhype game que finalement était broken au lancement. Puis it doesn't matter si le jeu est optimisé 1 mois plus tard, 6 mois plus tard, ce que le monde va se rappeler, c'est que le jeu était shit au lancement. Je vous donne des exemples. No Man's Sky, le jeu est vastement amélioré depuis sa sortie. Mais ce que le monde se rappelle, c'est comme quoi que No Man's Sky était garbage au lancement. Un autre exemple, Fallout 76. Merci, GM. J'allais dire Anthem, mais Fallout 76, c'est un autre exemple parfait. Overhyped game, next Fallout. Même s'il a été amélioré down the road. Complete garbage. Unity, je sais pas Unity par exemple. Unity, me semble que ça avait été universally trashed. Pas parce qu'il y avait des bugs, mais juste parce que le jeu était pas bon. Mais yeah, Anthem, tu sais, ils vont sortir Anthem 2 ou Anthem 2.0. No one gives a fuck about Anthem 2.0. The game released like 2 years ago and was shit. Hot Garbanzo. Ça prendrait un emote de Garbanzo. Ouais, mais le monde se rappelle, pour No Man's Sky, c'est plus un meme qu'autre chose. If I recall correctly, il a été redeemed pour ben du monde. Je parle en général, temporaire. Better initial reaction to the game always work in favor of more sales. That is why we are delaying. We don't have to, but having the extra time gives us more certainty that everything will be in the game when we release. About the delay, this situation is different compared to previous changes to the deadline. The game for PC is ready and plays well on next-gen consoles, and the company is finalizing the process concerning current-gen consoles. Le jeu, ça fait quand même longtemps qu'il est en développement, fait que I don't know how video game dev works spécifiquement, mais obviously que comme leur main platform c'était probablement sur PC comme most games, mais est-ce que vous pensez que peut-être c'était juste un next-gen only title, puis ils ont dû revert pour current-gen pour que ça soit plus accessible? We are really sure we have something amazing in our hands, and once the game is released, everyone will understand why it was so difficult. Don't get us wrong, we are kind of internally stressed on the one hand, but on the other, we feel very strong about the game, and we are super happy with what we will deliver. Ah, pour vrai, tu sais, je souhaite pas, tu sais, je souhaite que Cyberpunk c'est un succès, que everyone enjoys the game, mais je suis juste imaginer le shitstorm là. Si le jeu est buggé de 1, ce que pour vrai, ça m'étonnerait. Avec les delays, ça m'étonnerait que le jeu soit buggé. Mais si le jeu est bad, dude. Mais encore une fois, I will fully trust CD Projekt Red. Je souhaite que tout se déroule bien pour eux, tout se passe bien. The time for the game on the market this year is shorter. We will have smaller revenues, but still comparable. New Wibbleblee said, underlining that in the case of The Witcher 3, 90% of sales in the premier quarter came in the first 4 weeks. Pre-holiday period should also support sales of the market. Aussi, c'est ça l'affaire. Le jeu sort proche de Noël. Le monde va être en vacances, on va pouvoir plus enjoy the game. Ça, c'est s'il attrape pas le COVID, parce que le gouvernement du Québec est comme ouh, on va pouvoir passer Noël. Hey, si vous pensez one fucking moment que genre Noël is gonna be like every year cette année, you're stupid. Ok, je vais y aller avec un bold claim là, genre. Pensez au moment présent, là, sacrément, que les cas ne baissent pas. Forget Christmas. Genre, on n'est pas rendu là, là. OK? S'il vous plaît. Ça me frustre. Genre, hier, je voyais juste comme... On focus Noël, voir nos familles. Sacrément, si, le monde comprenne pas. Le monde comprenne pas, il n'y en aura pas de Noël. Genre... Est-ce que t'es cock-block? Non, je suis pas cock-block, juste fucking réaliste. Sacrément. On est dans une pandémie. Monde genre care plus à passer l'Halloween puis fêter Noël que le monde qui beurre. Check ça, vague 3 en janvier. Yeah, ben en tout cas, ça me surprendrait pas s'il y a une 3e vague en janvier à cause de ça, à cause de le monde n'écoute pas. Le monde sont selfish, la population est selfish. Mais I digress là, je me perds dans mes mots là. On est ici pour parler de Cyberpunk, après ça Nintendo. Focus Max. Don't get carried away. Pre-orders. The ratio for pre-orders between The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 at the same stage before the premiere is continuously very satisfying. CD Projekt Red expects no major cancellation of pre-orders because of the delay. Dans le monde qui delay leurs pre-orders, I will not support this game because it's being made better. Tu sais, c'est un argument complètement stupide là. Average selling price. We believe we are a premium title. We don't have to give any extra incentive. Puis l'affaire qui est encore plus fucked up dans toute cette histoire-là, mesdames et messieurs, puis qui est bizarre, c'est que cette semaine, en fait, en début octobre plutôt, je me contredis un peu, mais en début d'octobre, le official Twitter account avait confirmé comme quoi il allait pas avoir d'autres delays. Fait que d'après moi, je pense que c'est CMS qui le reflète dans le Discord. C'est un excellent point, mais je pense que ceux qui gèrent les réseaux sociaux de Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, whatever, ne sont pas dans le même building, dans le même établissement que le dev team puis ceux qui s'occupent de justement le release and all that. Ils se sont allés de l'avant puis ils ont dit no delays are happening. Puis même hier ou avant hier, I guess. Yeah, avant hier, parce que ça a été tweeté out hier. Il y a quelqu'un qui a demandé comme hey, avant que genre je prenne mes vacances, pouvez-vous assurer que le jeu ne sera pas delayed? Puis le Twitter account était comme full confirmation. But it still got delayed. Fait que this is weird, dude. Puis justement, parlant de ça, hier, ils ont poke fun au fait qu'ils ont comme assuré le fait que le jeu sera pas delayed, puis finalement il a été delayed. En replyant, well, fuck. Puis l'autre justement, would anyone notice if we delete this real quick? Fait que at least ils acknowledge qu'ils ont fuck up là. Justement un autre tweet disant of course we are, this sucks, who enjoys letting fans and the community down. Mais c'est ça, je pense que justement c'est une affaire, ben c'est pas de dernière minute. Je pense que les monsieur cravates de chez CD Projekt Red, c'était longtemps dans leur tête, la décision était déjà prise depuis longtemps, puis ils ont juste comme annoncé tout ça à tout le monde hier, puis tout le monde a fait comme... Well, fuck. Même les devs ont été informés en même temps que nous autres. Which is mind-boggling to me qu'un dev n'est même pas au courant de ça. Que genre, tu travailles sur le jeu, puis I guess que tu find out dans un email en même temps qu'une press release sur Twitter que, well, you gotta continue working on the game for 21 days. C'est Jason Schreier qui dit all of them found out at the same time we did. CD Projekt Red sent an internal email simultaneously with the public tweets. I mean, that's... C'est comme... At least inform them one day ahead. I don't fucking know, mais ça me semble c'est insensé. Other weird stuff que j'ai vu sur Twitter qui ont été partagés dans le Discord. Make no mistake, this Cyberpunk shit is a management failure. Ça, je pense que ça a été pris de Reddit. Puis encore une fois, à prendre avec un grain de sel, je peux pas confirm si tout est légitime là-dedans, mais c'est un point de discussion. Again, I'm just sharing this on the internet. Prenez pas ça pour du cash. Yada yada. Alright. Hello, Weska. Hi, CD Projekt Red developer here. Not only this conversation never happened, but this is just the last in a long list of very toxic behavior from the upper management towards us developers. Yikes. First of all, I can confirm this conversation never happened. If anything, the developers have been crunching nonstop since May 2019. Whoa. Where the management was like, oh shit, we need to make the game. We must hurry. Mind that we barely made it out. Je pense qu'il manque un mot. We barely made it out of alpha at that point, and even though most developed pointed out that was impossible to the whole game almost from scratch in 1 year. If anything, people have been dreading the inevitable 2-year death march since long before the crunch started because they know it's just how CD Projekt Red rolls. Dick around in pre-prod for ages and then rush everyone and work devs to the bone and to make up for the time lost. And none of them was looking forward to it. Je pense qu'il y a des problèmes de traduction parce que c'est un développeur polonais, which is the reason pourquoi il manque des mots puis que c'est un peu traduit tout croche. We ask what's the plan if we can't deliver in the set deadline, and up until December the answer from management was we have to, there is no plan B. So here you go. First year of crunch there, of course. First a 2-month delay and then another 6 months delay, and to give a picture of how low the level of communication is between the management and the developers, we found out both times on Twitter and other social media that the game was being delayed, with a mail from Adam following a few hours later. Ugh. Same happened with the gold release and any other announcements since June 2019. People getting riled up right now about the crunch. Just so you know, many people have been spending the weekends in the office and doing 16 hours per day pretty much since June 2019. Some departments even as far as a year earlier. Every time this was addressed, you'd get the usual copy and paste spiel about we are fueled by passion, we are rebels, this is not for everyone, and other such copy and paste slogans. Which was cool to say. We have no idea what we're doing, but we have infinite cash and we fix everything with more crunch. Conversations end up mostly like this, the management saying that everything is great and cool and we have to believe in the project. Our questions and doubts being brushed aside. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for what I said. Tu sais, comme 16 hours every day depuis 1 an et demi. Ah, ça sound rough. Ça sound very rough. Puis suite au délai de Cyberpunk, obviously on a des petits Twitter heads, Reddit heads qui sont très fâchés puis ils vont aller de l'avant puis menacer de mort les développeurs chez CD Projekt Red. Motherfucker, on vient de lire que they've been working 16 hours per day depuis June 2019. Puis là, tu es dans ton coin, t'es comme, le jeu sort pas en même temps que mes vacances. I will hunt you down and I will kill you. I hope, genre, shit happens to your family and stuff like that. No. That's not how it works. Motherfucker, t'as Mr. Developer là, qui est littéralement en train probablement de cry under his fucking desk. Parce que c'est comme, man, here we go again. De quoi leur déplaît menace, ouais. But that's the era of the internet. Le monde va y aller de l'avant parce qu'ils sont derrière un écran puis il n'y a pas de conséquences. T'sais, ils diraient pas ça dans la vraie vie en face de la personne. J'allais comme inverser les mots. In real person. Fait que Gamer Rant report after Cyberpunk 2077 announced yet another delay, fans were angry. This game has been delayed numerous times, and all of its lofty promises may seem like pipe dreams and even the most devout CD Projekt Red fan. Unfortunately, it seems some fans have opted to take their frustration a step further, sending death threats to developers. Cyberpunk 2077 is easily one of the most highly anticipated games of the year. But with that high profile comes a lot of negativity as well. Fans' expectations are set incredibly high, as many fans can agree that the delay is frustrating. But death threats are completely uncalled for in this situation. C'est rarement comme on veut la vie à la base. Tu sais jamais ce que demain va t'apporter, tu dis avec, c'est tout. Mais le monde ticoun comprend pas ça. Yep. This news comes by way of Andrzej Zawadzki. Les noms polonais, j'ai de la misère. Good God. The lead game designer for Cyberpunk 2077. In his tweet, he calls out those fans that resorted to this lowly measure and pleads for others to take the high road instead. Others in the comments decry this sort of behavior too, but the ones sending the death threats are mysteriously absent. I want to address one thing in regards to the Cyberpunk delay. I understand you're feeling angry, disappointed, and want to voice your opinion about it. However, sending death threats to the developers is absolutely unacceptable and just wrong. We are people just like you. For the love of God, stop. Sending death threats to these developers is really adding insult to injury, as it was recently revealed that Cyberpunk 2077 developers found out about the delay at the same time as everyone else, according to Bloomberg's Jason Schreier. This decision was made by some higher-ups, and an email went out to employees at the same time as the tweet announcing the delay went out to the public. This also happens at a time when crunch culture in various game development studios is being brought to light, and CD Projekt Red has been at the forefront of the most recent accusations. Developers are working upwards of 100-hour weeks in order to get Cyberpunk 2077 ready in time for release. So the last thing they need is to be receiving death threats about a decision they had no part in making. Tu sais, les devs, même pas les devs qui ont décidé de delay the game. Le monde leur envoie fucking des menaces de mort. Man, fuck the world, fuck the internet. Genre at this point là, c'est triste. Though this situation is in particular is especially bad, there's really never an appropriate time to dole out death threats to anyone. Merci de ce rappel, cher. Who wrote this article? Anthony Pulio? Fait que yeah, some big shit going on at CD Projekt Red. Hopefully, je pray que le jeu sort, reçoit des 10 out of 10 scores, qui vend une shit copie, puis qu'on oublie le fiasco, malgré que pour les devs ça doit être rough en ce moment là, mais qu'on oublie comme tout le fiasco de justement le crunch, le shit management, communication, whatever. Mais honnêtement là, je verrais tellement un documentaire Netflix sur le cycle de développement de ce jeu là. Le behind the scenes de ce jeu là doit être tellement interesting, autant d'un point de vue comme intéressant, tu sais, comme développer un jeu avec des expectations puis des attentes autant ambitieuses, mais comme aussi le struggle que les individus derrière le jeu ont dû faire face. Parce que when you're playing a game, quand t'achètes un jeu chez EB Games, t'es pas comme je me demande si les développeurs de ce jeu-là ont eu le goût de se tuer en développant le jeu, tu sais. J'exagère, là, mais comme... Genre, tu te poses pas cette question-là. T'as un jeu, you play it, you put it in your Xbox, your PlayStation, puis that's it, that's all, puis you forget about it. Mais comme... I don't know. Parlant justement de Nintendo puis de Hyrule Warriors and all that, ils ont drop un autre Partner Showcase ce matin. Ça fait 3 Partner Showcase en 3 mois là, qui ont droppé. Fait que good on them. Malgré que, again, I always want me some Nintendo first parties, but I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I'll take it. Puis là, j'ai vu vite sur Twitter, là, No More Heroes 3. Ils montrent No More Heroes 3. Fait que that's cool. Fait que sans plus tarder, man. Let's watch that. Release dates and other information presented in this video are subject to change. Merci Nintendo de préciser. On a vu ce que c'est arrivé hier. Sorry about that.
Welcome to our last Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase of the year. Today,
The last one? Alright.
we'll continue delivering the latest information on games from our publishing and development partners. First, here's an update on the latest installment in the Bravely series from Square Enix, Bravely Default 2.
Mais the Partner Showcase, fait qu'il va peut-être avoir un full Nintendo Direct. Ça m'étonnerait, mais wishful thinking. Bravely Default.
I am a hero of light, no longer.
The bravery of one must be the bravery of all.
Don't worry. We'll do what you need us to do.
Well,
KH.
whatever's going on, there's no turning back now.
Pour vrai, si Kingdom Hearts est encore featured, I am just
And I can't
giving
let
up
that
on
happen.
life.
He's all I have.
He's all I have!
What have I done? It'll be time for you to wake up soon.
Pas mon genre de jeu tunable, mais je sais qu'il y a un nice fanbase. Encore une fois, turn-based RPG, c'est très hit or miss pour moi là. Vraiment qu'il y a une mécanique genre particulière pour que ça aille me chercher.
Thou art one of us, a hero of light.
Four heroes, guided by the
Elvis?
crystals, are united on the continent of Excellent, where an unforgettable adventure brings them face to face with a host of colorful characters.
You're fairies, aren't you?
Princess, I take what I want, and no one can stop me.
But you cannot stop the inevitable.
T'es laid, Méo.
Calamity stuff's just a load of bull dust some drongo made up.
J'avais dit la mécanique d'attaquer avec des crayons de couleur, but yours is better. Fuck you guys. Fuck your... Fuck your... Ah wait, fuck, j'ai delete le mauvais. Fuck your message. Fuck your message.
Advantage of their stout defenses in order to protect allies.
Fuck all your
They
messages.
can also deliver devastating blows using their shields. Orpheus, bearer of the Bard Asterisk.
Can you even imagine it?
Bards are talented musicians whose melodies can both help
Génocide,
allies and hinder enemies.
génocide de
Many
chat.
of their abilities affect multiple targets, making their
Liberté,
presence on the
ton
battlefield
Québec.
crucial. Anyhow, bearer of the Beastmaster
Anyhow,
Asterisk.
what a
Then
weird
I'll
name.
have to stop you.
Beastmasters have the power to summon and control monstrous creatures.
You're gonna
They
trombone.
can also use their skills to capture monsters to fight alongside them during battle.
You know me so well, Twitch chat.
Shirley, bearer of the Gambler Asterisk.
Then either anti-up or run along.
Gamblers tend to have luck on their side, but are also prone to pushing it, risking everything for a moment's glory. Be careful, however. The wheel won't always spin in their favor. These are just
Okay.
some of the characters you'll meet in the early stages of the game. We'll be introducing more asterisk holders in the future, so please stay tuned. We asked fans to provide
il y avait
feedback
une
on the
démo qui est
demo
sortie.
released in March 2020, and we received over 20,000 responses to our survey. Fans mentioned the difficulty level and the controls in particular, so we're now focused on making those adjustments.
Ah,
A video summarizing the changes that have been made based on the feedback will be posted soon on the official Nintendo YouTube channel.
cool.
And finally, Bravely Default 2
Release
will
dates?
launch on February 26th, 2021. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
C'est ça, quand je vois le eShop, c'était comme le première affaire que j'ai vu.
And so, our 4 heroes begin their adventure.
J'aimerais ça, ma bouche, mais c'est pas dans un partner showcase qu'ils vont le montrer, sadly.
All right, let's get into the headlines. Cultivate your farm.
J'ai
and your life.
gold! Wahoo!
Long ago, your pioneering grandfather and his friends founded the charming community of
T'es con,
Alltown.
Phil.
You've always dreamed of
T'es
living
con. Voir que t'as encore ce petit
And
gif-là
now,
quelque
you
part.
decided to take over your grandfather's farm. You leave your old life and the city behind to start afresh in Alltown. But what awaits you there is a vast, overgrown, and untamed forest. Cultivate your farm from the ground up in the latest Story of
C'est quoi,
Seasons adventure.
c'est
Chop
Coupe à
down the
Blanc
many trees that
Simulator?
blanket your land to clear space for your fields.
Je l'ai utilisé plein de fois sur Buffy hier. Oh my god. Ouais, c'est vrai de ça, c'est Coupe à Blanc Simulator,
Along the way,
chat.
you'll discover all sorts of flora
Oh,
and
God.
fauna in the forest. You might even come across rundown facilities. Get fruit and vegetable seeds to grow on your farm, and tame wild livestock that can be nurtured, raised, and given homes.
Oh, that's a big cow.
As you cultivate your farm, you'll be able to do more and discover new places
Story
to
of
mine,
Seasons, GM.
fish,
Comme,
and forage.
comme Naviscal dit, c'est pas mal comme Harvest Moon.
You'll
Game de
sow
hype à
fields
ma
as far
mère.
as the eye can see, or construct a massive ranch with
Ah, il y en a
lots of
plusieurs
farms and
Story of
coops.
Seasons.
Your farm's layout is completely up to you. And if you're looking to socialize, why not get to know the locals?
Je sais pas si c'est les anciens devs de
Nurture your
Harvest Moon.
relationships, and
On va
wedding
checker.
bells might be in your future.
Marvelous Inc.
Your farm life awaits in Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town, cropping up on Nintendo Switch.
Ok, on a quand
March
même des
23rd.
dates pour des jeux qui sortent next year.
Survive and thrive in a post-apocalyptic future.
What is this?
We inherited a wasteland. Uncharted
Actually, Story of
lands
Seasons,
dead
c'est un
soil
spin-off de
and
Harvest
barren
Moon.
rivers. Uniting together was our only option.
Wait.
Another one.
Je pense que c'est ça. Je pense que Harvest Moon s'est rendu Story of Seasons. Parce que sur le Wikipédia page, ça dit Series Story of Seasons. C'est ça. Fait qu'il y a des. I guess pour America, ça doit être. En tout cas. Who gives a fuck about this game anyway, right?
Slowly, we started to pick up the pieces. We built a new home. A safe haven in a hostile world. Where we would set the rules. And
Ça a pris un
choose
trailer de
our
fucking
own.
Harvest Moon pour que tu follow. Hey. What is this game? I know genre management. Surviving the aftermath. Sounds like 2020.
The fate of the Greek gods rests in your hands.
Let's see how the game looks.
From Ubisoft comes a brand new open-world game based on the world of Greek mythology. As Phoenix,
12
you'll
FPS.
explore a
Oh
vast
my
fantasy
god.
world filled with
Oh
gods and
my
monsters
goodness, Lord. Woo! Looks
alike. Climb, ride horses, and
yeah,
soar
looks
across
like
the sky.
a Switch version.
Clash with titans using 3 weapons. A sword for quick hits. axe for devastating blows.
C'est pire que Breath of the Wild,
And a
visuellement,
bow
là.
for long-range shots. Change weapons on the fly and chain powerful attacks in fast-paced combat. By solving challenging puzzles,
Chris,
you'll
on
be
dirait
gifted with
qu'ils
new
ont pris du
abilities for the
footage du
gods,
handheld mode. Je peux pas
adding
croire que ça
variety
c'est
and
genre
versatility to your arsenal.
docked mode.
You can also upgrade armor and
Le
acquire new
menu,
skills,
esti, le
giving you
menu.
complete customization freedom. With deadly battles
menu
against
looks like
legendary
shit.
creatures and grand encounters with mighty gods on the horizon. A
Les,
new legend
les
is waiting.
animations.
Fulfill your
Oh my
destiny
God.
when Immortals Phoenix Rising launches on Nintendo Switch December 3rd. Pre-orders begin today.
Le jeu va être. Je pense que le jeu va être bon, mais comme la Switch version,
Here's a sneak peek at some upcoming Nintendo Switch games.
c'est son own thing.
Fierce strategy plus epic action equals Bakugan. It's up to you to
Ok.
send agents
Nah,
to
fuck,
steal
je suis allé un peu
Element
trop loin.
Dente world. Make every decision. How are your negotiate Destroya coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch November 3rd. How are your negotiating skills? You'll need them
Oh,
in
nouveau jeu de
Griftlands,
Clay,
Nintendo Switch
Griftlands.
Edition, a deck building roguelike game. Or you
Pas mal
can
sûr ça
always
c'était
let
sur
your
Early
fists do
Access,
the
je me trompe
talking.
pas.
Every decision matters in each playthrough, whether it's the jobs you take, the friends you make,
Mais c'était une
or the
console,
cards you
babouche.
collect. Explore
Oui.
this gritty sci-fi world on Nintendo Switch Summer 2021. El Presidente is back. The fate of your island is in your hands. Build and rule your island nation on large archipelagos. Take care of your
Yeah.
subjects' needs and send agents to steal world monuments. Tropico 6 lands on Nintendo Switch November 6th. Pre-order
Ay, caramba!
today. The ruthless Agent
Ah.
47 returns, deadlier than ever.
Ok. Hitman on Switch. Je rêve. Actually, visuellement, ça a pas l'air si pire, to be honest, là. Mais je pense que c'est une cinématique, là. Je pense pas que c'est actual gameplay. Attendez. The cloud. Well, that's the first. The cloud version? Ok. Ouais, mais Resident Evil 7, c'était même pas officiel, me semble. C'est même pas genre
Can
in
you
North
regain
America.
control?
The cloud version again?
They'll try to stop me.
It's not game of the year, dude. Luigi's Mansion!
But I'm stronger than them. We're
Yes, yes, yes.
I know what I must do.
Encore le cloud version, c'est sûr et certain parce que ça dit footage representative visual quality under optimal conditions, persistent high speed internet connection required. Fait que littéralement Nintendo ils vont faire comme ouais, on est conscient que la Switch n'est pas très puissante. But with the power of the cloud, any game can run on the Switch.
I'm the director of the Federal Bureau.
The cloud.
We're in this together.
Là, il y a des petits cons qui vont être comme oh, the power of the cloud! Let me play on handheld. Shit.
Beam Katana ready.
Ça, par exemple, I am hyped for No More Heroes 3.
Toilet. Perfect location.
Hey gamers! Today's title is No More Heroes 3. The hero in the middle of
My man
map
Travis
is
Touchdown.
Travis Touchdown, the legendary assassin who has twice claimed the #1 spot in the assassin rankings.
Le premise du jeu est très cool
In
aussi.
the new No More
C'est très Japanese comme game, là, aussi. S'il y en a qui ont joué à l'original sur la Wii, là.
Gamers have but one goal. Just destroy all those nasty aliens. Now, fight. Even if you haven't played the
Ah, ça serait nice, ça, effectivement, des pings. Une collection. Ah, oublie ça, le bitrate stream ce jeu-là, il... Out the window bitrate.
What? You got news? Does it have to be like now? For reals? The first No More Heroes is getting ported to Nintendo Switch! Hell yeah!
Des pains. Nostradamus, esti. Tu l'as calé! No More Heroes 1 et 2!
No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle is coming to the Switch too? When's it drop? And she... Oh, snap! That's
Whoa!
Moe. Super Moe.
Well, there you have it.
We're just about to wrap up this Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. But before we go, we have 2 more titles to talk about from our partners at HAL Laboratory and Koei Tecmo Games.
HAL Laboratory.
Perform all sorts of odd jobs. As a UFO...
Amazon Prime simulator?
Your mission is simple. Help people. Use your trusty claw to grab, carry, and stack objects. From arranging sweets...
Dans un jeu comme Max Dénévragé qui jouerait en stream, c'est comme checker ça comment c'est cool, man! Tu ramasses du loot, tu le mets dans une boîte, comme avec son esti jeu de cooking, là. J'étais comme, dude, what is this game? Non mais check comment c'est cool!
Additionally, by passing a Joy-Con controller
On dirait la musique dans Lon Lon Ranch dans Ocarina.
Part-time work, there are other modes you can enjoy, including exploring ruins filled with treasure.
Quand tu races contre Ingo, là, pour Epona, it's the same thing. Ah, Kirby level, cool.
World as a UFO. Part-time UFO launches on Nintendo Switch today.
Check bien ça, Max, ce soir. Hey guys, on joue à part-time UFO. There we go. That's the meat and potatoes, chat. Ooh.
Check.
Rule 1 of the researcher's code is to never give up.
Above all else, your duty is of the utmost importance.
Impressive. Now this! Over you! Here it goes!
Sick.
The stupendous chief of the Yiga clan!
Mets ce gif en petit en checkant ce trailer. Il clique à chaque fois. Ah, je sais pas, maybe it's a new one. Okay, your wish is my command, chat. Je manque tout le trailer à cause de ça. C'est pas grave, content.
I've said enough. The time has come to show you what I'm made of.
Wait, it's gone! Fuck! Faut que je le loot! There you go. What the fuck? Hey! Tu peux contrôler un Divine Beast? Les 4, ils sont qu'une chose. What? Ok, frame rate par exemple, ouf, mais quand même.
Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. A story of the great calamity
Listen
that
to the
occurred
music.
100 years before The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. This game launches soon. But if you're ready to protect Hyrule, a demo will be available today.
I am ready to protect Hyrule.
In the demo, you can play all of Chapter 1 and carry over save data to the full game once purchased. Start defending the kingdom with the demo available today.
Nice.
Hyrule
Progress
Warriors
carries
Age
over.
of Calamity will launch on November 20th.
I take that, Cyberpunk.
That concludes our last Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase of the year.
Oui, il y a
Thank
une
you for
démo,
watching.
bye-bye. Fait que mesdames et messieurs, that was the Nintendo moment de la VIICTIIMINUTE. Fait qu'on va poursuivre, on va enchaîner avec la VIICTIIMINUTE, mesdames et messieurs. Watch Dogs Legions sort ce vendredi. On a des reviews for that. Fait que comme qu'on a l'habitude de le faire pour toutes les grosses sorties in the video game world, on va faire un review round-up pour le jeu. Je vais refresh Metacritic d'un coup qu'il y ait d'autres reviews qui pop, actually. Doesn't seem like there is. Wait, il sort-tu demain ou vendredi, là? I'm confused. Il sort demain. Présentement, le jeu a un Metascore de 75, ce qui est... I mean, le jeu avait l'air d'avoir plus de potentiel qu'un Metascore de 75. Puis je sais qu'Alexis, Somewhere in this World, est comme... Mais là, Max! Metacritic, ça veut rien dire! J'ai essayé tantôt de trouver un vidéo review plus négatif de Watch Dogs Legion. Je n'ai pas trouvé. S'il y en a qui en trouvent sur YouTube ou whatever, linkez-moi les, parce que j'aimerais ça avoir comme deux perspectives. Parce que IGN, eux, de leur côté, ont donné un 8 sur 10. Ce qui est good. Mais j'aimerais ça comme voir pourquoi le jeu a également des negative reviews. Mais là, ça c'est paru ce matin, puis je me demande si c'est une des raisons pourquoi. Watch Dogs Legion's bug on the Xbox One X, qui est la plateforme qu'Ubisoft recommande pour les reviewers, causes the console to overheat and shut down. Uh-oh. Watch Dogs Legion's the third Urban World series has a game-making bug at the launch on Xbox One X that can make progress in its campaign impossible. Yikes. Ubisoft is working to remedy the matter in a hotfix due at the end of this week. The issue appears to be triggered around 6 to 8 hours into the main campaign during a mission called, I kid you not, 404. Really, la mission s'appelle 404. Poétique. Our reviewer reported the game freezes at a certain point and the Xbox consoles warns it is about to shut down, as it's designed to, because of overheating, which it duly does. It's an issue we've anecdotally heard has happened for multiple reviewers on the game for Xbox One X, Ubisoft's recommended platform for reviewers. That is weird. Other platforms appear unaffected by the specific issues, though members of the Eurogamer team have reported minor bugs in the PS4 Pro build. Ubisoft is currently working to rectify the matter. We're aware of this issue, and there will be a hotfix due to be released on October 30th, which should help, the company said in an official statement. It's a Ubisoft game. Are you surprised? Fait qu'on va voir, on va regarder la review d'IGN. Let's see what they have to say. Mon Dieu, mon ventre. The fuck is going on?
After decades of running over pedestrians in open-world action games without a second thought, it's a revelation to suddenly think of each one of them as a potential hero. Watch Dogs Legion's clever twist plays on that idea, like a hacker version of State of Decay. Every character you recruit has their own weapons, abilities, and traits.
Nice, and
that
French
lends it much
toast.
more of a sandboxy feel than previous games, because any given character can make the same mission feel dramatically different. It can be rough and experimental in places, but I have to hand it to Ubisoft for
Il y a eu
being
le
willing
review à
to take
Madame Zoom.
chances.
Madame Zoom qui avait le jeu en exclusivité.
Legion's vision of a near-future London is beautifully detailed and recognizable, but also starkly different from how we know it. Its skies are filled with autonomous drones, streets are filled with a mix of old and self-driving cars, and its landmarks are emblazoned with corporate fascist banners and bright holographic projections. It's a cool look, though cruising around busier areas can definitely tank your frame rate, even on an RTX 2080 Ti.
Really?
The
Damn.
protagonist isn't a single character, but the entirety of the DedSec hacker group that resists a techno-fascist police state that's taken over the London metropolitan area. There are some major political themes in play here, such as privatizing the police being a bad idea, and how giving up personal privacy for convenience and security is a good way to end up in a near-future dystopia.
With the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Every chapter of the story plays out like a Black Mirror episode about technology and greed run amok. I've definitely seen most of these same ideas in movies and on TV in the past decade, but it does have some decent villains going for it. Your ally characters are all pretty bland, but DeadSec's resident smartass AI, Bagley, is a genuinely funny, persistent voice in your ear.
So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
Well, that's motivating. Let's go, Bags.
The big idea of Legion is that any NPC can be recruited into DeadSec.
Je peux te l'envoyer live as well.
Just walk up to anybody you see on the street, check out their abilities, and then do a mission for them. Usually that's something involving beating up some gangsters or wiping some incriminating evidence. Then they'll join up and become playable. It feels a bit like hunting Uruks in Middle-earth Shadow of War, and finding a powerful character is like striking gold. There are enough personalities that I didn't see a lot of repetition in my single playthrough. Though if you choose to spend your time recruiting an army, you're bound to see some of the same quests a few times.
The logo? Alright. Pas le GIF. Le GIF
folks are less powerful than a typical action game character because they never individually gain new abilities like Aiden and Marcus did. It can feel a bit limiting to only have access to a few weapons and skills at a time, but it's actually kind of refreshing to not play as a jack of all trades.
Alright.
I did feel like I'd seen most of what Legion had to offer in the first third of the campaign, but finding new and unique people to play as refreshed it every once in a while. Just look at this weirdo street magician pimp.
Sounds like you're up to some naughty business.
The most interesting characters play substantially differently. You can use someone with lots of guns to shoot up most missions, or you can use cameras and drones to reach an objective without ever physically setting foot in an encounter area. Alternatively, recruiting a member of the private police company and using them to infiltrate guarded areas plays like a Hitman game. There are a lot of possibilities, and the intricate level design goes a long way toward enabling you to come up with different ways to approach most of the scenarios. While characters don't level up, there's a selection of persistent upgrades available to the whole group. I liked how these are unlocked using tech points you gather by exploring the world and going out of your way to find them during missions. It's a good way to encourage you to investigate every area of the map rather than just racking up XP with headshots.
Chose que j'ai de la misère à faire dans les jeux vidéo. Faire des side activities là.
By default, getting taken down in a
upgrade mon personnage parce que comme pourquoi je suis under level?
And they're unavailable while they recover or do their time. But playing with permadeath enabled, the stakes feel much higher than in any GTA-style game I've ever played, because losing someone means they're straight up dead and you lose access to their skills permanently.
Okay.
Sure, some of them are easily replaceable, but the special characters are hard to come by. I've had some memorably close calls, plus a couple of losses I'd classify as some bullshit.
Wow, okay,
general,
that is
it's
bullshit.
It's not too hard to stay alive if you're careful. Your health recharges quickly, so even when things look dire, a tactical retreat can save your bacon. A cheap upgrade allows you to do a free melee insta-kill on a bad guy every 30 seconds or so, which makes it very forgiving even when you're caught. And thankfully, there's barely any fall damage. But even if you do lose some people, it's going to be fine. Getting more isn't hard, and you're frequently pointed toward new elite types to recruit.
Okay.
Still, I often found myself wishing Legion had gone even further to differentiate these characters, and given me real reasons to take people with negative traits. I wanted to invest in individuals and make them even more powerful, but also take a bigger blow if I lost them. Really, there's a whole world of roguelike design ideas out there, and Legion only scratches the surface. There is plenty of it, though. If you're stopping to smell the roses, do side quests and recruitment missions, and collect optional stuff, I could see a playthrough lasting you in the neighborhood of 40 hours. Oh, but heads up, the online co-op mode hasn't been switched on yet. That'll come in December. Currently, there's no multiplayer at all. And we've...
In December? What? Well, that is disappointing.
Seen a few crashes, so if you can wait for a few patches, that might be a good call.
Wow.
Watch Dogs Legion takes Ubisoft's open-world hacker game in an interesting new direction by letting you swap between the inhabitants of a near-future London almost at will. There's enough variety in the ways they play to make that a good trade-off for not having one traditionally progressing character.
Avec le même temps que Quadruple?
Ratchets up the tension of infiltrating heavily guarded areas. It's technically a little rough, but its more sandbox-style approach is a good idea that sets it.
L'affaire que je comprends pas, c'est que, tu sais, GTA c'était son own thing, son own mode, tandis que là c'est du multijoueur comme tu peux jouer en co-op, c'est pas la même affaire là. C'est pour ça que je suis comme, c'est bizarre qu'il sorte ça plus tard. Ben.
Apart from the GTA series. For more on Watch Dogs Legion, check out the first minutes of gameplay, then watch our tips for the 12 things to do first. And for everything else, stick with IGN.
There you have it, mesdames et messieurs. Watch Dogs Legion, reviewed by IGN. Yeah, man. Je m'attendais à un higher score. De tout ce qu'on a vu, là, tout le gameplay qui a été marketé, les idées pis tout. Mais yeah. It's a good game. Pikmin 3, mesdames et messieurs, qui a un meilleur metascore que justement Watch Dogs Legion, avec 84 de metascore. Jeu qui était originellement disponible sur Wii U, may I remind you. J'ai le review de IGN de queued up, encore une fois, because IGN, biggest entertainment website in the planet.
You can check.
Let's watch that.
Like a group of space explorers in search of a more hospitable planet, Pikmin 3 is the latest in a long line of Wii U exclusives to fly to the more fertile ground of a Switch port. And goodness gracious, does it deserve it. Already a fantastic mix of adorable real-time strategy and tricky spatial puzzles, Pikmin 3 Deluxe brings some fun content additions and a boatload of impactful tweaks that make this treasure shine even brighter.
Wow! Nous interrompons cette diffusion pour une présentation spéciale. Est-ce qu'on hype pour Bug Snacks? Starting Tuesday, PS Plus members can download Middle-earth Shadow of War and Hollow Knight Void Heart Edition. I guess avec toutes les DLC. For PS4, plus a bonus PS5 game in November. Fait que Bug Snacks gratis. Fait que s'il y en a qui sont abonnés PlayStation Plus au lancement de la PlayStation 5, you get Bug Snacks for free. Non, mais s'il y en a qui ont pas joué à Hollow Knight, secure that shit. Ah, Chris, oui, temporal. Please. Hollow Knight, great game. Shout out à Asuka qui m'a payé le jeu pour que je le fasse en stream, pis ça m'a pris 10 ans avant que je le fasse. Nice. Fait que c'est un good lineup. Good lineup pour les PS Plus games. Shout out Sony. Fuck, j'aurais pas Bug Snacks. Il va être disponible sur la PS4 aussi, si je me trompe pas. Ah, never mind. PS5 console only. Benefit not applicable for Bug Snacks on PS4. Fait que... fuck you, PS4 users. Go buy that $700 console si vous voulez jouer à Bug Snacks Day 1. Ou gratuit avec le PS Plus. Tu peux jouer sur PS4, c'est juste qu'il va falloir que tu payes pour le jeu, sadly. Back to Pikmin.
For those who didn't play it on Wii U, Pikmin 3 sends 3 intrepid explorers hurtling toward the surface of an alien planet in search of fruit to feed their homeworld. It's simultaneously cute and intense as you race both your own food supply and a sun timer to a...
Puis voici la liste de jeux qui vont être disponibles pour le PS Plus Collection, l'affaire qui a été annoncée dernièrement au dernier State of Play de Sony. Puis il a fait comme un highlight reel de plein de jeux first party qui allait être disponible pour ça. Fait qu'on a Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Infamous Second Son, Ratchet & Clank, The Last Guardian, Last of Us Remastered, Until Dawn, puis Uncharted 4 et Thief's End au launch day. Ça, c'est PS5 only, ok. Puis également, il va y avoir des third-party games ajoutés dans l'eau, incluant Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, interesting, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, and Resident Evil Biohazard. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, excusez. Good list, man. Oh. They got some good games in that mix. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Fait qu'au lancement, à partir du 12 novembre, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, US, puis le 19 novembre dans les autres secteurs. Manque de FF7, mais il manque de FF7, manque de Ghost of Tsushima, puis il manque de Last of Us 2. Mais j'imagine que vu que c'est des titres qui sont sortis cette année, ils veulent quand même secure those sales. Fait que c'est pour ça qu'ils sont pas là présentement. Mais maybe down the road, ça va être quelque chose qui va être release. Yo! Bloodborne, optimisé sur PS5, 60 FPS. Même chose avec fucking Infamous Second Son. Et why not? Ou God of War. C'est God of War hier justement que ça a été qu'on a parlé comme quoi que le jeu va support cross ou save file transfer puis 60 FPS. Days Gone, qu'il était trashly optimized quand j'ai joué à ce jeu-là. Yeah, no. Looks good. Je sais pas si ça va augmenter le prix de PlayStation Plus. That remains to be seen. Si tu écris no additional membership fee. Ok. PS4 games redeemed from PS Plus collection and played on PS5 will see benefits such as increased loading times and improved or more stable frame rates with PS5's game boost. Fait qu'on va peut-être l'avoir là. Notre Bloodborne 60 FPS. Mais c'est ça, ils peuvent bump le prix de PlayStation Plus. C'est ça que j'essaie de vérifier. Puis c'est pas spécifié. En tout cas, soyez pas surpris si vous voyez que vous êtes chargé un peu plus cher dans le prochain mois. At no additional cost. Ok. Take your word for it. Je pourrais acheter une PS5 sans m'acheter de jeu puis je serais Gucci pour un bout. Non, ben c'est ça. Ok, admettons que t'es quelqu'un qui arrive de l'écosystème d'Xbox, ok? Doesn't know where to start. Tu payes quoi? C'est quoi un PS Plus account? C'est genre 10$ par mois? Tu payes 10$ par mois? You got some of the best fucking first party games dans la génération de la PlayStation 4 off the rip au lancement. C'est huge là. Des jeux comme God of War, Last of Us, Uncharted 4. Bon, ok, on va-tu finir par regarder le review de Pikmin?
Efficiently multitask and accomplish as much as you can each day, slowly opening up more areas as you unlock new types of adorable and handy Pikmin. You can check out our original 2013 review for more on exactly what makes Pikmin 3 so awesome, but know that it holds up in just about every way in 2020. Strategically juggling control of 3 different leaders is still an immensely satisfying challenge, and the fact that the entire campaign can now be played in split-screen co-op is a wonderful fix to a notable disappointment of the original. While there aren't really any noticeable visual improvements here, apart from the fruit juice not killing the frame rate every time, Pikmin's semi-cartoony style means everything still looks great nearly a decade later. One big addition is the inclusion of 3 difficulty modes. Normal, hard, and ultra spicy, though those labels are a bit misleading. Hard is normal makes things much easier. That initially caught me off guard since Pikmin 3 already felt like the easiest of the series, but Normal's longer day timer is still a nice added option for those who dislike the time crunch. Ultra Spicy, on the other hand, lowers the number of Pikmin you can have in the field from 100 to 60, among some other smaller adjustments, making for a trickier puzzle, if not necessarily a more interesting one.
Okay.
I'm happy to say Pikmin 3 Deluxe works so well without the Wii U gamepad that I doubt new players will even notice. Frankly, Pikmin games have always been a bit tough to control, but Deluxe has lots of different options to pick from. You can use the control stick to move your pointer directly, use Wii remote-style gyro controls to aim, or even a hybrid version that only uses the gyro
Poor
for
victim, 2020, man.
similar to Link's bow in Breath of the Wild. I primarily used full gyro aiming
comme
with
il
Pro
dit,
control, which worked great apart from having
si je décide de prendre un break, tout le monde me criera pas.
But no matter which control option you choose,
I kind of shot myself in the foot with that one. Fait que I'm here to stay. I can't take breaks now.
The most noticeable is the improved lock-on that makes maneuvering during combat a breeze, but the most exciting changes are much subtler than that. Whistling quickly won't immediately make a working Pikmin stop what it's doing, for example, allowing you to safely gather nearby idle ones. Better yet, the charge command now only sends the type of Pikmin you have selected, while disbanding will keep that type, letting you manage your squad faster and take down enemies more easily. Impactful changes like these are all over Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and it's that extra step that makes every aspect of playing it less frustrating. Brand new side story missions have also been added that remix small sections of existing levels in cool ways, adding new walls or even draining all the water from a previously flooded.
Adding new walls, that's a groundbreaking feature. Groundbreaking, Nintendo.
Area. These missions give you control of Olimar and Louie and set the stage with a little bit of cute story flavor. That said, their timed objective setup feels more like the optional treasure missions already in the base game rather than a proper add-on to the campaign itself. However, some do a decent job of differentiating themselves with more clever objectives than just pick everything up, and they're definitely all fun to play through. Pikmin 3 Deluxe brings an already excellent game to Switch while simultaneously making it even better. Its side stories and difficulty modes aren't massive additions, but they do provide more of the clever and fast-paced fun that made me fall in love with the original 7 years ago. There are also downright impressive amount of small but meaningful tweaks throughout, making this the best Pikmin has ever felt to control. For more on Pikmin 3, be sure to head on over to IGN.com to read my full review of its deluxe re-release, as well as our 2013 review of the original game. And for everything else,
better than Watch Dogs
on IGN.
PS5 ad. Play has no limits. Là, mais oh, t'avais dit qu'il y avait une deuxième annonce. Il n'y a pas juste une annonce, il y en a deux.
Exploration. It's in our DNA. There's something inside each and every one of us that compels us to know the unknown. To push past every frontier. We want to see what's never been seen. Hear what's never been heard.
Si, ouais. C'est normal extra.
What's never been felt. There are no limits to where we'll go. To what we'll discover. To what we'll achieve.
Reste qu'on pourrait le regarder, yeah. I mean, what else you have to do today? Ça fait juste réaliser que j'ai rien achieve dans ma vie. Ça me donne le goût de jouer à Box. Hey, pour vrai, ces annonces-là, c'est straight up des mensonges. Là. Come on now. C'est du Japanese ad. Oui, c'est une pub. On dirait une pub de Five Gum. Est-ce quelqu'un qui a le link pour le stream de AMD, by the way? Si vous l'avez comme on the side, je vais le mettre. Ok, that's more like it. Thanks, Dad. Mon Dieu. How does it feel to chew 5 gum? Ah, pour vrai, ça sonne comme une annonce de Gum 5, là. Alright. Big Navi time. Pour vrai, leur production value là, de leur events, là, AMD, rien à dire, là, c'est top notch.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today for this second half of our next-gen PC platform launch. I loved seeing all of your excitement when we introduced the Ryzen 5000 series a few weeks ago. It was actually the most watched launch video in AMD history. And I must say, we're very proud of what Zen 3 brings to gamers. But today is all about Big Navi. I'm really excited to show you the new RDNA 2 architecture and our full stack of Radeon RX 6000 series products. As you know, we brought the first generation of RDNA architecture to market in 2019 with the Radeon RX 5700
GPU of the
XT.
year,
And with the combined
CPU
launch
of the
of
year.
the 5700 XT and the Ryzen 3000 series, AMD became the first company to introduce a high-performance CPU and GPU together. And we delivered a winning combination of computing and gaming performance, including CPU and GPU of the year in 2019 from PC Gamer. Now, 2020 is really the year of the gamer. I know many of you can't wait to get your hands on the next-gen consoles. Whether it's the Microsoft Xbox Series X and Series S, or the Sony PlayStation 5, we are so proud that AMD is enabling these incredible gaming experiences, which is why we like to say that AMD is where gaming begins. Now, earlier this month, I showed you our new AMD Ryzen 5000 series, the world's best gaming processor. Our next-gen Ryzen processor combines absolute performance leadership in single-threaded performance, gaming, and creative workloads with leadership performance per watt. And for millions of you, it's a drop-in upgrade to your existing AM4 motherboard.
C'est vrai, c'est que ça flex. La montre régulière dans la Fitbit.
Many of you have asked us to compete at the highest
When you got
end
money,
of
dude.
gaming GPUs as well. And today, we're ready to show you exactly what we've been working on. I'm so excited to show you the Radeon RX 6000 series. It's absolutely the most powerful gaming GPU we've ever built. I think you'll be pretty pleased with what you see. I often talk about the fact that we're on a journey.
J'aime ça, man. Il waste pas de temps. Il y a pas comme de pause awkward.
We're on a multi-year journey in GPUs with our RDNA architecture. We designed RDNA specifically for gaming. And our first-gen RDNA products delivered 50% better performance
per watt graphics card.
We wanted to take another big step with RDNA 2 and deliver another 50% generational improvement in perf per watt. And with RDNA 2, we also set the very ambitious goal to deliver leadership gaming performance. And now I'm very happy to show you for the first time Big Navi. This is the chip at the heart of our high-end Radeon RX 6000 series. 26.8 billion transistors built with leading-edge 7nm process technology. Big Navi is our first product powered by RDNA 2. We have made incredible progress on the architectural front. And now let me turn it over to AMD fellow Laura Smith to give you more details on the architecture.
Thank you, Lisa. Our graphics architecture roadmap has a clear goal: gaming leadership across the ecosystem. The GCN was a great architecture, but we knew we needed to rethink graphics and build the best engine for the
GameCube,
GCN. We wanted to
GCN.
build a set of technologies that game developers could use across all platforms. The first major step was RDNA, introduced last year. RDNA was a new architecture and used a 7nm process node, which helped us with the large initial gains. We committed to you that our engineers had plans in the works for RDNA 2, and we would be back quickly with another significant improvement. By combining our expertise in CPU design, deep gaming history, and broad ecosystem partnerships, RDNA 2 is built to be the gaming architecture for all gamers across console, PC, and beyond. We had some very ambitious goals with RDNA 2. Significantly higher performance,
Qu'est-ce que là, il explique le contexte de all that.
per watt, and new hardware features. Individually, each of these goals is challenging. When combined, they become extremely difficult because as you push performance, a natural side effect is more power. New features also mean more computation, further challenging both speed and power metrics. For RDNA 2, we made significant gains in all these areas. The compute unit is the core of the architecture. We advanced all aspects of the compute unit design, leveraging techniques first developed in CPUs. We deployed pervasive fine-grained clock gating, reimagined the pipeline to aggressively maximize performance while minimizing data movement. In combination, these elements made the compute units 30% more energy efficient, allowing them to be pushed faster. Gaming at 4K requires more data to be brought into the chip. The amount of data more than doubles as we move from 1440p to 4K. The more efficient the memory subsystem is, the higher fidelity the images are, and the more you can push the frame rates.
Écouté une conférence d'Apple.
We took a new approach to solving this technical challenge for gaming and deployed a graphics-optimized, high-density, high-speed cache based on the Zen L3 cache. We call this the Infinity Cache. The Infinity Cache minimizes DRAM bottlenecks, latencies, and power consumption. Our specialized Infinity Cache, combined with a 256-bit G6 interface, delivers more than twice the effective bandwidth of a traditional 384-bit G6 solution and at lower power consumption. High frequency is important for gaming performance. RDNA 2 is built with custom libraries and high-speed design flows, maximizing frequency in 7nm. With RDNA 2, our silicon design and architectural improvements, we are able to deliver 30% faster frequencies in the same 7nm process node. Pulling all this together, the RDNA 2 architecture beats our aggressive performance per watt goal, achieving 54%. With RDNA 2, we also focused on bringing new hardware features into the architecture. We partnered closely with Microsoft on DirectX 12 ultimate features, including DirectX ray tracing, variable rate shading, and sampler feedback. RDNA 2 will also support Microsoft Direct Storage API. We're excited about this new API that will enhance the gaming experience by significantly reducing game asset load times from large SSDs. We compared the performance of RDNA 2 to our prior generation. And when we put it all together, on average, RDNA 2 delivers double the performance and with great power efficiency. We are so proud of what we've accomplished with RDNA 2, and we are not stopping. The team is executing to plan. RDNA 2 is here, and the RDNA 3 team is well into execution. Let me welcome Scott Herkelman to show RDNA 2 in our new RX 6000 series products.
There we go. That's the shit we've been waiting for. Ah, yo, check ça. That production.
Hello to all of the gamers tuning in, and welcome to our Radeon RX 6000 series product reveal. As a hardcore League of Legends and Borderlands 3 player, and playing these games on our RX 6000 series over the past few weeks, I'm
League
so
of Legends, motherfucker.
Allow me to introduce you to our brand new AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT graphics.
400 FPS.
The 6800 XT is purposefully designed to play all of your favorite AAA games at 4K and below resolutions, and at the highest quality settings available. It comes with 72 compute units and runs with a game clock of over 2 gigahertz. This card features a 2.25 gigahertz boost clock that pushes some of the highest frequencies we've ever achieved. All thanks to the incredible work done by our engineering team on the RDNA 2 architecture.
Yo, il y a le Konami Code son chandail.
Also feature 128 megabytes of infinity cache that is power efficient while driving the bandwidth needed for high resolution gaming. Paired with 16 gigabytes of blazing fast GDDR6 memory, you'll be ready for the most demanding high resolution games that you want to play. And we've delivered all of this incredible performance with a total board power of just 300 watts. As you can see, the 6800 XT not only delivers on 4K 60 frames per second, but in most cases, it overperforms. We've been maxing out
4K, tu peux aller jusqu'à 138 FPS sur Doom Eternal à Ultra Nightmare. Quand même. Wolfenstein, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, 88 4K. Resident Evil 3, 117 FPS. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Not Borderlands, what the fuck, 63? That's weird. Funny enough, il n'y a pas League of Legends.
Out all the settings in games like
Flight Simulator,
5,
bonne question. That, je sais pas.
3, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And the performance has just been awesome to experience. Let's take a look at how the 6800 XT competes head-to-head
with 3 monitors
from the competition.
Like, you're asking too much,
we
Dad.
compared their best API scores to our best API scores.
Okay,
the
comparison.
Best versus the best. And as you can see, the 6800 XT trades blows and has some significant wins across a variety of titles.
C'est pas impressive. Il y a quelques jeux genre Battlefield. C'est pas une significant difference là. Genre Doom Eternal, c'est moins bon. Hang on, ils ont peut-être un ace up their sleeve.
Than the competition. For the 1440p gamers out there, we have some great results for you too. Over the last several years, more and more gamers have adopted 1440p monitors as their display of choice. Here are the same games we showed you before, running the same best versus best API scenario at 1440p resolution.
Okay.
I personally love seeing so many games running at over 100 frames per second with all of the settings maxed out. This is just an incredible amount of performance. All in all, the 6800 XT is a fantastic choice for enthusiast gamers. We even have more performance we are delivering with 2 very cool features. The first is a one-click overclocking button we've built into our Radeon software package that we call Rage Mode. Now, Rage Mode automatically takes advantage of the overclocking headroom built into your GPU to give you every bit of performance it has to offer. And the second is made possible because of the fact that only AMD can deliver both high-performance processors and high-performance GPUs. We call this new feature AMD Smart Access Memory. AMD Smart Access Memory unlocks the greater amount of high-speed memory from the AMD Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards to the AMD Ryzen 5000 series processors, and it delivers additional levels of performance in games. Simply pair these components with our 500 series chipset motherboards, enable the setting in the BIOS, and the performance uplift becomes automatic. When you combine AMD Smart Access Memory with the one-click overclocking of Rage Mode, you'll get a boost in performance in many of the games you love. We're seeing up to a 13% performance increase.
En 4K.
And that's before game developers begin to optimize for this new capability. Now, we know a lot of you absolutely love frames per second performance just like us. However, we can also improve the game experience by reducing latency. The differences of milliseconds of latency
use Fortnite
in a competitive
as an
game
example.
can be the difference between a major win and a major loss. Last year, we pushed the industry to recognize there was a better way to provide competitive gamers with less latency from mouse click to the screen, giving competitive gamers who own the RX 5000 series a serious leg up on their competition. Today, we are pushing the boundaries again and further reducing latency in competitive games for even better results. Combining the latest implementation of Radeon anti-lag with the FreeSync monitor can reduce lag in your DX9 and in your DX11 games. In Fortnite, for example, gamers can realize up to 8 milliseconds of latency reduction by simply enabling this feature in Radeon software. More recently, we introduced Radeon Boost, a unique feature that's a step beyond anti-lag.
I guess Call
For
of
select
Duty
games, Radeon Boost offers dynamic resolution in response to your mouse or controller inputs, leading to higher frame rates and, as a result, quicker responses to your input. Both Radeon Anti-Lag and Radeon Boost can be enabled via the Radeon software that comes with your graphics cards, and neither of them require a proprietary API or a game integration to provide latency-reducing benefits. As you can see, the combination of these technologies can contribute up to 37% latency reduction in highly competitive games like Fortnite running at 4K. Now, performance is king, but let's talk for a minute about how we are improving the visual experience as well. With full hardware support for DX12 Ultimate, the Radeon RX 6000 series is ready to enable ray tracing and variable rate shading in upcoming titles. We've also expanded our library of Fidelity FX features to work hand in hand with ray tracing, compute, and shader effects to enable the higher level of visual fidelity while ensuring high frame rates. For DX12 Ultimate, we've added an optimized denoiser for ray tracing effects and a variable rate shading algorithm that can adapt image quality based upon luminance and motion. We've also added a suite of compute-based effects to be used alongside ray tracing, like optimized screen space reflections and an optimized ambient occlusion. We're always looking to help developers with new initiatives and are already working on a super resolution feature to give gamers an option for more performance when using ray tracing. As of today, our AMD Fidelity FX supported games list has grown to 35 titles using a variety of our features. So let's take a look at some of these new features in an upcoming game with never before seen footage from Counterplay Studios and their fantastic game, Godfall. Godfall is a brand new third-person perspective, next-generation looter slasher that challenges gamers to engage in high-impact melee combat as they hunt for loot, equip legendary armor, and defeat vicious enemies. Leveraging the latest DirectX 12 Ultimate API, Godfall features DirectX ray tracing, variable rate shading, and supports Fidelity FX CAS to deliver incredible levels of stunning fidelity. I personally can't wait to play this game, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, let's hear from a few more of our game developer partners about the work they've done with us on RDNA 2 and what you can expect in their games coming soon.
What's all its gameplay with Far Cry?
I'm here to talk about Far Cry 6 and some of the new technologies we've been collaborating with AMD on to make our game the most immersive and beautiful Far Cry ever. We've been working together to take full advantage of the new Radeon RX 6000 series and RDNA 2 architecture for best possible experience. We've been very impressed by AMD's latest tech and joined forces to bring Fidelity FX CAS, DXR ray tracing, and variable rate shading to Far Cry 6.
Ouais, wow, John, quand même. Whoa.
We're using VRS
Two enemies, mais non.
to use compute shader to generate a control texture, which analyzes the luminance
It's gonna
and gives us control at an 8x8 tile level as to what shader rate we're going to be using. This enables us to render much more quickly, but keep the same
Video games. Avec le bitrate qui en arrache un petit peu.
We're excited to team up with great partners like AMD
Oh my god.
to bring some new features to World
Look at the camera, mister!
World of Warcraft is built on a custom engine using the DirectX 12
texte.
Another great feature on the RX 6000 is DXR ray tracing. Here you can see ray tracing evident in how the shadows are interacting with your character. What you're seeing involves incredibly complex computations on the RX 6000. This is a level of realism that hasn't been possible until recently.
Oh my god.
The RDNA 2 architecture and the Radeon 6000 series allowed us to introduce some of the latest DirectX 12 Ultimate technologies into our engine. Real-time ray-traced shadows allow us to introduce additional shadow casting lights into the scene that provide much more immersion and detail into the world.
Over the next few weeks, developers of these incredible games will show never-before-seen gameplay with gorgeous graphics that use a combination of ray tracing and fidelity effects running on the Radeon RX 6000 series graphics cards. Be sure to check out AMD.com starting tomorrow to see more. I'm happy to announce that the Radeon RX 6800 XT will be available on November 18th, starting at $649. But we are not done yet. Today, we are also announcing the Radeon RX 6800 with 60 compute units, a 1.815 gigahertz game clock with a boost clock of over 2.1 gigahertz.
L'équivalent, la 3080
It will feature the
combien?
same 128 megabytes of Infinity cache and be available with 16 gigabytes
Ouais,
of
US,
GDDR6 memory.
$699.
With a board
fait que mon
power
père avait
of
raison,
just
$50 cheaper.
250 watts. The Radeon RX 6800 is a fantastic entry into 4K gaming, delivering more performance than the 2080 Ti, which was launched at $999. The 6800 delivers over 60 frames per second in all of these games, giving you the confidence you need to step into the 4K gaming
Borderlands 3
experience.
just
That
60,
same great
fucking.
performance extends to 1440p resolution,
Bonne question,
where the
Alex.
RX 6800 tears through the latest games,
Significant
delivering about
price
18% more performance than the 2080 Ti on average. The Radeon RX 6800 will be available to gamers starting at a price of $579 on November 18th. Now, let's bring back Lisa to wrap things up.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle va drop, Lisa? Va-tu drop une autre nuke?
Thanks, Scott and Laura. The AMD Radeon 6800 XT and 6800 deliver simply incredible 4K and 1440p gaming experiences. This is the power of RDNA 2. And once we add the smart access memory technology, gamers can even get higher frames per second when pairing Radeon 6000 GPUs with Ryzen 5000 series. Now, I saw online that some of you were wondering which Big Navi product we previewed during our Ryzen 5000 launch earlier this month. For the record, that was the 6800 XT. But you know, we always save the best for last, and I always get the most fun jobs. So today, that means I have one more GPU to show you. We didn't stop with the Radeon RX 6800 XT. We knew that the RDNA 2 architecture could give gamers even more. I'm so excited to share with you, for the very first time, the AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT. Now, isn't this just absolutely gorgeous? And you'll see that it's actually relatively compact for all the performance that it delivers. It's actually the same size as our 6800 XT card.
Whoa.
Our top-of-the-stack Radeon GPU is built for the ultimate in 4K gaming performance. The 6900 XT combines 80 compute units with a 2.25 gigahertz boost clock to deliver even more performance at the highest settings. With 16 gigabytes of graphics memory, the 6900 XT is ready for the most demanding next-gen games. And with the power efficiency of RDNA 2, we've been able to deliver all of this with a total board power of 300 watts. Now, Laura showed you that we achieved a 54% generational improvement in perf per watt with the 6800 XT.
Holy shit.
With the 6900 XT, we improved things even more, hitting 65% more performance per watt over first-gen RDNA. I'm so proud of our engineers who worked incredibly hard to optimize every aspect of RDNA 2 to achieve this performance. Now let's see how all of this translates to gaming performance. Running at 4K with the highest settings, the 6900 XT looks absolutely fantastic.
Versus
it's
une
extremely competitive across
3090.
the board, consistently delivering high
Ok, mais il y a
frame
quand même des
rates
jeux
in
que
your
c'est
favorite
moins pire,
games.
là, mais quand même.
Just take a look at the performance we see against the competition in Battlefield 5, Call of Duty, and Gears of War 5. All of this is at lower power with a smaller card form factor.
What about the price now?
Now, let's talk about price and availability. The AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT will be available on December 8th, starting at $999.
La 3090?
You asked for AMD to bring the highest graphics performance to the gaming market, and we're doing just that.
C'est 1200.
I hope you now feel that with the Ryzen 5000 series and the Radeon 6000 series, AMD is your best choice for your next generation PC gaming platform.
Holy
Whether you want a
shit.
game with ultimate performance and AAA titles at 4K resolution,
C'est 1200
or you're an
US.
esports fan who needs incredibly high frame rates and responsiveness, across the board for every gamer at every price, AMD has the CPU and GPU combination for you. So I hope you're as excited as we are. We can't wait to get these products in your hands. So look for the Ryzen 5000 series starting November 5th, the Radeon RX 6800 series starting November 18th, and the Radeon RX 6900 XT starting December 8th. To wrap up here, this has been quite a journey for us, and I'm incredibly proud of our CPU and GPU teams who have worked years for this moment.
500
AMD is delivering the best to the industry. We want to thank all of you for your passion and enthusiasm and for always pushing us to be the best.
Dude! Bro! Avec la musique à la fin, tu sais, ils sont comme yeah, we just did that. Your move, Nvidia. Impressive. Very impressive. There you have it, mesdames et messieurs. Puis du côté des films and entertainments, pour round us out, ça a été confirmé comme quoi que le deuxième film de Tomb Raider basé sur le reboot qu'il y a eu récemment, delayed indefinitely. Ça c'est 2020 in a nutshell. Fait que au lieu d'y aller de l'avant puis de dire comme quoi le film est delayed à une date spécifique, delayed till we don't know. Fait que c'est mieux de même selon moi pour pas avoir des attentes puis des expectations, faire comme another delay, genre comme tous les foutus films qui sortent, qui étaient censés sortir cette année que finalement sont repoussés à 2021. Fait que yeah, fait que MGM announced the recent release date changes as theaters continue to be closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Tomb Raider sequel and Respect. I guess c'est ça comme leurs deux gros films pour MGM. Delayed. Il y en a un qui est delayed du 15 janvier 2021 au 13 août, mais Tomb Raider delayed indefinitely. No movies. I'm stunned. Ouais. Yeah, that's all I had to share for y'all aujourd'hui pour la 20 minutes, man. Il est presque 1 heure. Holy shit. That was, c'était une grosse 20 minutes, malgré le fait que, man, I was fucking wasted pour 12 heures, 13 heures environ. Fait que, yeah, on a bien fait ça. Je suis fier de moi. Fait que, vous pouvez disposer en paix. Mais, usual plugs. Yeah, as usual, vous pouvez trouver la Victiminute ou vous pouvez trouver votre dose, votre daily fix de Victiminute sur Spotify, Apple Podcasts ainsi que Google Podcasts et en version vidéo sur The YouTube. On est également, je suis également sur TikTok. Je dis on, mais comme la Victiminute, l'entité de la Victiminute. Également disponible occasionnellement sur TikTok. Fait que si vous n'êtes pas abonné à mon TikTok account, please go for your daily dose of X-Play. Keep it locked. IGN, Victiminute. Ce soir, je vais être mis en vedette sur le podcast de Miss Val à compter de 7h. Donc, soyez là. On va sûrement parler de DJ Khaled, de memes, de Cyberpunk, stuff like that. Plugging his social networks. Yeah, man. Fait que deuxième apparition sur un podcast en une semaine. Fait que I'm rolling, man. Faut beau être en arrêt de travail, nothing stopping me à shit out content. Fait que soyez là, 7h. Je vais vous faire un reminder sur Discord plus tard ce soir. Fait que soyez des nôtres for another podcast. Puis sinon, man, we'll be back demain avec d'autres... hopefully des previews de PS5, man. On n'a pas eu ça aujourd'hui. I need that Demon's Souls preview, goddammit. I need the UI preview. Hey, imagine si on avait eu ça aujourd'hui, en plus de Cyberpunk, de Big Navi and Bing Bong, dude. Il aurait été 2 heures, la Victime Minute serait still going on. Merci d'avoir été là encore une fois pour une autre Victime Minute. On se voit, hopefully ce soir. Sinon, on se voit demain matin for une autre Victime Minute. For une autre. The fuck? Pour une autre. C'est pas compliqué. Pour. Il y a une lettre de plus dans le mot. Ok, bye! Take care. Bonne journée. And all that. Ciao. Ok, fait que si on reste sérieux, j'ai une vidéo faite par IGN Dogboxing. Fait que pour ceux qui sont comme moi, qui veulent genre vraiment comme voir ce que le box inclut pis tout ça, on va la regarder. Je sais qu'il y en a qui ont hâte justement à ce que...